President Trump is now demanding the resignation of Representative Ilhan Omar over her comments on AIPAC. Now, during a press event, he said, quote, "I think she should either resign from Congress or she should certainly resign from the House Foreign Affairs Committee." He also said that she had a, quote, "deep-seated bigotry in her heart." So I'm going to explain what this is about, just in case that you didn't know the blow-up when it comes to Ilhan Omar. But first, let's get to the apology in which he called lame. So now what was it? I forget the exact word. But she apologized completely for apparently making some anti-Semitic trope, which I don't agree at all. I actually think that she shouldn't apologize. But what happened is that she correctly called out money in politics. Now, AIPAC is the pro-Israeli lobby, right? And what they do is they lobby on behalf of the right-wing government of Israel. Now, the thing is they don't represent all Jewish people. In fact, they especially don't represent a lot of American Jews who don't actually agree with their policy proposals and their goals. Now, what are their goals? More conflict and illegal settlement building in the West Bank. And so, not only that, but they also want to continue to get the U.S. to fund their military. Why can't they fund their military on their own? It's not like they don't have enough money. So Representative Omar rightly pointed out that AIPAC influences our politicians just like every other lobbyist group. That includes the NRA. In fact, AIPAC is the Democrats' NRA. So, but look, when that happened, when she said it's all about the Benjamins, right, referencing a P. Diddy song or a Puff Daddy song, and money in politics, both establishment Democrats and right-wingers lost it. And both, I think, for disingenuous reasons. The right wing, of course, likes Israel because it fulfills their end times fantasy. That end times fantasy, by the way, ends really badly for Jewish people. And look, for the Democrats, a lot of Democrats take money from AIPAC. Now, but it's also a little bit more than that. Democrats, of course, do have a large Jewish constituency. But unsurprisingly, they believe American Jewish people to be more right-wing, when in reality, a lot of American Jews are left-wing and not at all in favor of the conservative-like government. So there's a disconnect, especially between younger American Jews and Israel. And so a lot of these younger American Jews are also very opposed to President Trump and Bibi Netanyahu. But of course, these Democrats, the Democratic establishment, conflates any criticism of AIPAC and their lobbying as criticism of Jewish people as a whole, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, but anyway, let's get back to Donald Trump, right? So now, Trump wants her to resign. Why? For pointing out the influence of money in politics. But wait, Trump kind of did the same thing during his campaign. Remember, he said, look, I give you guys money and you'll do whatever the hell I want you to. Whatever the hell I tell you to, right? But, of course, he didn't call out AIPAC or the NRA. Now, shocking, but Trump got a lot of money from the NRA. And so, that's interesting why you didn't call him out. As far as AIPAC goes, look, he loves AIPAC. Why? Well, it's because Trump's most fervent base is evangelical Christians. And, of course, right-wing Jews, right? Now, the thing about that is that evangelicals, and I mentioned this for their crazy end times fantasy, was they believe that all Jews should be returned to Israel so that we can kick off the end times, the apocalypse, right? Now, that's where Jesus comes back. Most of the people die, including all the Jewish people who aren't saved, except for a very, very small group of Jewish people who convert to Christianity. So it's complete insanity, but it's actually what they believe. It's craziness, right? Not only that, but Trump himself, look, he's got no leg to stand on here because when the neo-Nazis were marching in Charlottesville, they chanted, "Jews will not replace us." Trump said there were good people on both sides originally, and it took a long time and a lot of political pressure to get him to finally say, "Oh, no, okay. I think they're deplorable. I think they're bad people after all." What took you so long? This should be a slam dunk, a no-brainer. Just come out and say how difficult it is to say these people are bad. These people represent terrible things. But no, they're not going to do that. He's going to take a long time to do that, and he did. And it makes you wonder why. Look, he also took a long time to call out the white supremacist terrorism after the Tree of Life synagogue attack. Refused to call it what it was, right? That is white supremacist terrorism. Again, one of those shootings happened because this guy, this white supremacist, believed that Jewish people were actually funding the caravans, which they were not. So, yes, there were people that were actually helping people in the caravan, right? Get food and supplies, but not like actually funding and creating the caravan out of nowhere to come invade America. It's ridiculous, right? So, no, you want to spread conspiracy theories. You want to retweet conspiracy theories against Jewish people, against George Soros. Come on, man. You want to tell me who's got the deep-seated bigotry in their heart? Come on. It's not Representative Omar. Representative Omar sincerely apologized for using what they described as anti-Semitic tropes. Again, I don't think she should have apologized because I don't think she actually did anything wrong. And that's my opinion. But nonetheless, even if you agree that, oh, no, I think that was, but she apologized. Well, okay, we won't agree on that one, but at least we'll agree that President Trump is the last person to try to call her out on anything, right? No, this is a case of massive hypocrisy on the part of the president. But honestly, what did you expect? Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know how I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent, progressive media.